You are live.
And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Geek with Brian and Kadri. We are here today to discuss the amazing Hasbro Pulse Marvel Legends reveals. A lot of mixed reviews out there from the comments and the people I'm seeing, including my co-pilot right here. But yeah, we're going to dive into it. First, we'll do all our normal stuff, our introductions. I am Brian of Make Mine Marvel Legends. With me, as always, is Kadri, or Joe Mama in this case. You can find it at Cocaine718 on Instagram. Resident action figure man of knowledge. And anyway, so yeah, a lot of mixed reviews going on the drops today, and I got to tell you, I don't feel exactly the same way. I'm pretty hyped about most of them, which I think most people have come to find because I'm a homer when it comes to Marvel Legends, and articulation doesn't matter as much to me as how it looks on the shelf. But we're gonna dive all into it, and let's cue up that intro music. All right, and welcome back to This Week in Geek.
Wait, we have intro music?
Exactly, that was the whole fun. So yeah, anyway, moving on with the show. Caddy, do you have anything you want to show off? Any gets for the week?
Well, look what I finally got.
You finally found one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really hoping Balthazar can find one for me because yeah.
Well, the best part is I got them to price match it for the sale price that they had it for a couple of weeks ago.
Nice. And you didn't think to pick one up for me, huh?
They only had one. If they had two, I would have gotten it.
I'm the king of finding something hard to find and like only finding one, so feel bad bragging about it when it's like I wish I could have found it for my friends too. But yeah, I am the king of that. Every time I find anything, it's only one. Except the other day I found the new wind charger. Oh, there's your Blanca.
Well, one down, two more to go. So that
should have just had me pick them up for you. You could have been waiting another couple weeks for me to send them for you. It would have been fine.
Yeah, I know. Don't.
Hey, at least I remember to ask you for your address so I can make sure I can get the label printed. Now it's just getting to the post office. Hey, listen, and finally I just came off of like 11 straight days of work getting ready for the Super Bowl. And then my company was like, oh yeah, we're going to push all this other crap out on sale for you too. It's like, oh, son of a but yeah.
So I was going to pass on this, but then I was like, this looks too damn cool. Like I hate the Avatar movies, but like this figure looks badass. I'm not going to lie.
Balthazar gets a lot of those toys, mainly like the flying things and whatnot, but that would look really cool. He always grabs them at like Rosscon and stuff.
And then I found a Abomination.
Very cool. Harry Moore Designs does the artwork for that.
And then
my favorite.
And then I ended up, because when I looked at the reviews, it turns out that this figure in particular, the paint or the colors look more closer to the film than the first couple of releases for him, so I ended up picking him up. And speaking of, I also got his counterpart here.
Didn't I tell you?
Oh, I mean, listen, he was $18. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
He's a great figure, even though he was an older figure. Did they do much different to him? Because they haven't done anything.
Gold paint.
Okay, well,
pretty much it's just paint. But the thing that gets me is, you know what? Out of all the changes, it was basically paint. But the thing that pissed me off the most, it's like, why couldn't you guys have just given him hinged blaster hands where you could fit the pegs in? So it's like, again, just like and this is the thing that gets me about Marvel Legends. It's like they make such stupid, nonsensical choices, and that.
Again, I always defend. We don't know what's being said behind closed doors. Where they're like, "Well, if we have to cut this and we have to cut that," and then if that's the worst of the two, I'll take the worst of the two.
And then I got this from China, Fanjoy movie Battle Damage Superman. The main reason I picked this up was one for the Well, he has the laser eyes, so I put it on this head. But I took the normal head with the more accurate spit curl and put it on the regular Fonjoy Superman, which was I ended up getting the deluxe version. I don't know if you can see it, but like I like the spit curl head better. So I've seen people doing it. So I was like, you know what? Well, fuck it, I'm gonna do it too. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all my pickups for this week.
It's pronounced Gina. Baltazar is telling us it's pronounced Gina.
Gina. For what?
For the Superman toy, I'm guessing. Oh.
No, it's Fonjoy.
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
Gina.
Mr. Baltazar, could you elaborate, please?
Yeah, seriously. Fuck is you talking about?
I don't know. He'll let us know in like 10 minutes. So anyway, for me, I don't think I found. Well, that's not true. One of my, I don't know if I told this last time or if it happened right afterwards, but my buddy Blair, he found me. Remember how I ordered that Walmart? What's his name?
Oh,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
I ordered him and they canceled him on me.
Yep.
And then there was like a bunch of them at the store down the street, and I still didn't get one. Well, he found one at Ross for me for $18.
Yes, you told me that.
Okay. I didn't know if I told you or if I told the show or whatever, but since I don't have it in hand, but that I guess is my pickup since I already paid him for it. But and then besides that, I got a couple trade paperbacks for the upcoming week, and that would include what I haven't showed. That would include Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and what else did I get? Because I haven't read it in probably 30 years. The Amazing Spider-Man: Kraven's Last Hunt.
Oh, trade. He said not. Yeah, if I had a Cuban accent, fella.
Cuban? No, I think he's talking about someone with small hands. Gina. It sounds like vagina. Vagina. Now it makes sense because I was like, what is he talking about? I'm like, where did you get Gina out of that? And then hello.
I find it hilarious that we're both wearing X-Men shirts. Sick.
Well, here I was gonna swap my hat, so I was gonna become this popular social media guy, and I was gonna go. Can we take a second to talk about some of these Marvel Legends reveals? Do you know that guy? Apparently you don't. No.
I probably would. My old man brain is probably not remembering.
He's like all over Instagram. I forget what his name is. Who cares something or other? I don't know. But he's hysterical, and he just goes through like internet memes and different things, like names of things that people post. You know, when someone posts up like, American Chi instead of cheese because they spelled it wrong or something. Or it sounds like something funny, like a vagina or something like Gina. But yeah, so he does that kind of thing, and it's really funny. But anyway, yeah, that was going to be my. I'm glad that I didn't make that as a thing I was going to do publicly because,
You'll make an ass out of yourself?
Yeah. Apparently it's not going to work out because nobody else has seen him. But all right. So yeah, that's all I really got. A couple trades, and I just was so busy with work. I just had no time for anything. But anyway, should we get to it?
Yeah. Let us get to it.
Let's get to it. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Can you only see the screen?
I can only see the screen.
Only my screen?
Well, me and you.
Oh, because I didn't share it yet. All right. Let's get down on it. Now, here's a question. Can you still see me and see me talking?
I could see you, me, and the screen.
Okay, cool. Then I can go through this and know what I'm looking at and be able to control it. All right, so let's start off the today's Marvel Legends reveals from Hasbro Pulse. They did go on to say that they wouldn't be showing off much new stuff at Toy Fair, meaning they wanted to already have these all set up at the display, is my guess. So they had new product to show us, and not have to wait till the end of it to be able to show it off. That would be my guess. And then we'll probably see like some of the Hulk figures or something that we know are in the wings. Would be, I'm guessing, the couple reveals, but or any other MCU type figures. Thoughts on what I just said? On what?
On what they might show at Toy Fair?
Yeah.
My guess is just going to show everything that they showed there, plus maybe a couple of other reveals. And apparently they're supposed to drop the next clue or a hint for some of the other releases. So, yeah. But again, it's usually typical of what they do during Toy Fair. They really don't like show off new stuff till like what, San Diego?
Yeah, I mean, in person.
Yeah.
I thought there was another Toy Fair in between, or
No.
not Toy Fair, Comic-Con in between. No.
Well,
they used to do PulseCon. That was the
PulseCon was more toward like October, November-ish.
Was it? I don't remember. I could have swore there was something in between Toy Fair and where they had like an event that they showed stuff off at, but I guess I'm wrong.
No, what they used to do, they used to have these private breakfasts for like media and influencers. And
they're
like
doing that this year?
I don't know if they're doing that this year, but
because they did that. They used to do that at Toy Fair even back when I went back in 35 years ago. Huh?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like they used to do that.
35, like 30 years ago.
They don't do that. I'm guessing they don't do that anymore. They kind of just show off whatever. So, but anyway.
I just remember you couldn't see anything unless you were like actually a buyer back then.
No, now
or you were like an official magazine photographer and had an official press pass.
No, so now what they did was they opened it up to pretty much the buyers, influencers.
Yeah, I mean, I see the videos now. It's everybody and their mother, but
yeah. So
I'm talking way back in the day.
Yeah, because I remember Toy Fair in the 90s. It used to be just like the toy buyers only.
Yeah, and you'd only see people from like Tomarts or Lee's Action Figure Guide or Wizard or Toy Fair or whatever. They were usually under Wizard back then. But those were typically the people you'd see who'd get access. But you might get a pass to go there, but you were just seeing all the stuff that was already in stores or available or coming out that everybody already knew about. Not like anything new until the magazines actually were able to release it a month later, because that used to be like the best time ever, is like going and picking up that issue in April of Toy Fair or like Lee's Action Figure Guide or Tomart's Action Figure Digest, like one of those kind of things, and seeing all the new stuff. And the new stuff that they would show would be almost an entire year worth of stuff. You didn't have 40 different wave releases of Marvel Legends. You had 4 releases for the year, maybe a couple box sets. But those were the days, and those are gone.
You know what's the interesting thing about this Soundwave? It has this little button here that's like ejects the tape, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like super jealous, right? Because you get all the good tapes with it and everything else. So anyway, if I can pry you away from your nerd former, please.
All right. So, Black Widow.
Let's get into it. Yeah, Black Widow's on the typical good buck.
Yeah, but it's like, where are the guns? Where are the other accessories?
Did they showed her in package, didn't they? I think I posted them in package. That would show us better. Oh, here. Yeah, in package, no guns. You're right. No guns. I didn't even notice that.
No guns, no effects. Or did they have effects?
No, it's just hands, and it's just an extra set of hands and a new portrait with which I am enjoying that they're giving us multiple portraits now. One that's just a straight look, and then one that's like angry or fighting.
Yeah, so same with Quicksilver, you don't really there's really not much to Quicksilver besides like hands and a head. But it would be nice to have some like.
And he's on a Vulcan body.
And he's on the Vulcan body, but well, the green one, the previous green one, was also on the Vulcan body.
Yeah, but this one has like Toad's little like boot cuff things.
Right. So, and then the thing is, it's like it would have been nice if they had some like effects that they would have given him, like some like lightning effects or something. Like,
would have just been the same shit you probably have a whole fucking drawer of at this point.
That's fine. Like again,
like damn it, I want 15 more
again. So, but the thing is, they're gonna charge a crazy amount of money, like for this. It's gonna probably be like $60 or $65.
Should only be 50.
Huh?
Should only be 50.
Should only be 50, but we know it's not gonna be. It's gonna be again. And it's like, okay, where's all the accessories that you would normally include in this 2-pack that you'd be charging $60 for? So again, like I said, and they're starting another Avengers team from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, because that's the big collector market now, is the people in the 90s, the kids who grew up in the 90s.
So it's like, and I'm like, okay, that's fine and dandy, but again, why are we going late 90s? Where's the Age of Heroes stuff?
Where's Yellow Jacket? We still haven't got a Yellow Jacket.
So it's like, it's like, oh, we and Dwight and Dan were like sitting there like, yeah, we're finishing teams and we're gonna start a new team.
They're finishing teams. They're definitely finishing teams.
I'm like, okay, motherfuckers, how about actually finishing teams before starting a new
Marita and Yellow Jacket, stuff like that. I get it. I get you.
So it's like, where are those guys? It's like, and then they're like, oh yeah, these guys, like, people have been requesting this of us for a while. I'm like, who the fuck was asking for late 90s Avengers?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of that was going to be my next question. Like, what was your feeling about this? But you just kind of spilled the beans there, which is fine. That's what I was going to ask you anyway. I mean, I'm kind of excited for these. These are like deep cut kind of costumes for me, which kind of makes sense too. If like we're going to see those new Magic the Gathering figures coming that are all pretty much leaked already. Like, if they are really going to make Malice, which would make sense for like Magic the Gathering. Like, why else do they make her? Because she's a 90s deep cut. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they're kind of getting to a point where they've made like all the best characters and their best costumes like 18 times over again. So, and like I said, if anything, I'm sure some people will play clearance chicken on it or hope to find it at Ross or something, and they'll buy it just for the freaking heads.
Well, again,
I mean, you can easily pop this screaming head off of this one and put it on either of the other two. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
it's on the same body, and the same for her.
Like, if I remember correctly, I think only they never made the classic Quicksilver on the Vulcan body yet. I think that's only on the green, his green suit, and this one.
The green one's different than the other one? Oh, you're right. The other one's on the Sunfire body.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, yes.
Well, no, this one's also... No, is that Vulcan or no? It's the same. I'm looking at it right now. It's the same. I'm going to pull it down?
Yeah. The green one, I thought they put Quicksilver... Did they put him on the Sunfire body?
I'm pretty sure he's the Sunfire. That's Sunfire, right?
Yeah, because that's from the Family Matters 3-pack.
Yep.
Yeah, he's on the Sunfire in that one. But I think the green one, he's on the Vulcan body.
I'm looking. Oh, no. Cap fell. He killed Black Panther. No.
Yeah, Bolty's already saying Roscon 2-pack.
Well, he better, because he's the one who's going to find it for me.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah, they're both on the same buck.
So it is Sunfire.
It's a Sunfire body. Same with...
Pinless.
Isn't that, huh? Yeah,
Is
so the one in the Family Matters pack is not pinless, but the one in the Green Avengers or Brotherhood costume is pinless. So that's the difference. One is pinless and one is not, but they're both Sunfire bodies.
okay. If I remember correctly,
This one has, unless this is the Vulcan body, is that
no
it?
Vulcan. No,
This
the
looks
Vulcan.
too thin to be Vulcan, but he definitely is pinless in the other one.
Yeah. So, but I think this one in particular, I think is going to be in the Vulcan body, if I remember them describing it correctly.
Because it looks almost exactly the same, but the chest does look bigger.
No, he's going to probably be a lot bigger.
Here, that gives us a better, because that's the back. Oh, it looks exactly the same to me.
No, because they specifically said it was on the Vulcan body.
Okay.
During the live stream.
I have the same note, so I mean I could just pull Vulcan down and be able to tell. Yeah, it's the same.
What? Well, Vulcan is a brand new body, so it's not the same as the Sunfire body.
See, the weird part is, no, the Sunfire body, yeah, the Vulcan body, see the curves on the back?
Yeah.
And the larger cuts in the front. So these are definitely Sunfire bodies. And the Sunfire one here has the hole in it still. This one does not.
Well, I don't know, but because I remember them mentioning it specifically in the show.
Well, I know they specifically mentioned one of them in the Vulcan body. What was it? I have notes on it for somebody.
Why don't you pull out them notes, man?
I'm reading them. Yeah, the one they said it about, that they specifically said it about, was Constrictor.
Oh, it is Constrictor. You're right. So this is probably on the Sunfire body then.
Yeah, because I believe Muse and Bullseye are also on Sunfire bodies. Because everybody was bitching how they're on the old bodies. People are excited to get those figures, but they're pissed that they're on that body.
Yeah, well, so I don't like that. I don't like that particular look for Bullseye. It's just like, I don't know. Okay.
I mean, there's not many other Bullseyes you can make. He's been pretty much the same for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I would like for them to make a proper Dark Avengers Hawkeye.
All right, so let's move on to Maximum Thor.
This one I find hilarious. People were like praising Hasbro for something they should have done a long time ago.
Well, they finally did it though. And we all knew this is what it was going to need to be in order to be maximum for figures going forward with capes, because the whole first four don't have capes. So they were able to not have to address it for the first wave to see kind of how it went. Now it's like moving forward, who are you going to come out with? I mean, Thor, probably Iron Man, Captain America. Who else do you have for villains? Doctor Doom, cape. Magneto, cape. I mean, as you go along, you're going to have more and more guys with capes. I mean, the line would have to it would have to go for a really long time if we want to start seeing ones like Vision or Scarlet Witch, or, because even then you start getting a little too deep.
Well, again, you're not going to you can sit here and make excuses all you want. Again, this is something they should have been doing a long time ago. It's really
not an excuse. I think they purposely didn't go down the road of capes to see if the line would work first. To see are people, you heard everyone's like outcries when Spider-Man was announced, but yet he sold out multiple times. Same with Hulk. Hulk sold out for a while, and then they just brought more back. I mean, people say what they want, but people keep buying them.
Well, again, my whole thing is, it's like, yeah, people will buy them, people will bitch about them, but my point is, again, they don't have to wait for the maximum line to put cloth capes on them.
Well, that I would agree with you on, but
so that's the whole point I'm trying to make.
But now they can sit there and say, oh, well, if you want a wired cape, you're going to have to pay for it.
Well, again,
I mean, can we talk about the biggest issue of this figure?
you mean the shitty head sculpts?
No, I don't. None of it bothers me. Honestly, none of it bothers me. Okay, none of it. They look very comic accurate to me.
So then what's the biggest thing that bothers you? Oh, let me guess. Why is this not classic Thor?
Nope. We've had a bunch of classic Thors. I am thrilled that it's not a classic Thor. Okay, look, we have a Throg. Here you go. Take a look. Take a good hard look.
Honestly, I don't give a shit about Frog.
Okay, I do.
Like the moment they said, "Oh, it's technically a 2-pack," I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Well, I think it was a joke. I mean, it's the same thing of like we got Deadpool and Dupe together.
So it's again,
You needed a pack in to make it a little bit of a boost, and they knew it. And it's a PVC basically. It's nothing that exciting. I'm just happy that we have an official one to say we have an official one.
It's just my thoughts on this. It's like, okay, you're everyone's singing Hasbro's praise. Oh, this looks amazing. This looks great. I'm like, okay, why haven't we done this a long time ago?
The one I didn't understand is why does he have just the strap with no hammer attached? Is that supposed to?
Oh, because it's supposed to look like the comic book when he's like walking and he has the hammer on his back. So that's supposed to. There's a little like clip behind the cape or whatever.
Okay. I thought that's what they said, but I was like, okay, so it's not really that. It's just supposed to look. Okay, I get it.
Just like it's supposed to give the impression like. So like you'll probably see a lot of ACBA guys when they do their pictures, you're gonna see a lot of them doing the walking pose with the hammer on the back and like him reaching for it, shit like that.
Or maybe like a gunslinger type thing.
Yeah.
I do like the hammer coming out of the hand. I don't particularly like how it looks in that photo, but I do like that that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Because I never felt like it was something that you were able to portray accurately with him before. They did once, but it was with a Thor that you really couldn't do it with, and that was the Blob Thor. What was it, King Thor or something like that?
Yes.
Where they made like a triangle in the bottom of the hammer, so that way you could actually put his hand in it to grip it like he was moving forward with it. But they never did it again. So I do like that part. But the biggest fail, no spinning hammer.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, you're gonna come at us with this, but no spinning hammer. You already have the mold. I mean, it's already done. It's not like
but you could just get it from the ones you already have.
Oh, suck it. You know, it's funny when I said it, I'm like, I'm going to be making the same point about Thor's hammer, and I knew you were going to catch me on it.
Oh, I was waiting for you to do it.
Oh, you were not.
Yes, I was.
You just saw your opportunity and you jumped.
Listen, I knew you were going to talk about the spinning hammer because it's like.
Because I played with it for like 3 episodes straight when I swapped out my cloth cape on my Ragnarok one.
Exactly. I'm like, first thing even when I watched the stream live, I was like, first thing he's gonna bitch about is
when he dumped out all the contents. The first thing that went through my head is, wait, no spinning hammer, and then I went, oh, is that a Throg? And for some reason, mine was like 10 minutes behind, and it like 2 figures into the reveals, it like caught up to speed and like skipped over shit.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck? What did I miss? So I had to like go back and rewatch it on live, and then like, it was just a day with this thing, but yeah.
But
listen, one of the best things I like about posting all the photos and why I make sure to post everyone separately, except if they're a 2-pack, is because you can get a general idea of what people really are excited about and what they're not excited about just based off of how many likes get for each one.
Yes.
I mean, that's literally how I knew Maximum Spider-Man was going to be a good figure, because everyone was bitching about it, but it had like a shit ton of likes.
Well, again, my whole thing about Maximum Spider, it's probably out of all the releases, it's probably the only legitimate release where it was actually where it was actually like all new everything. Because Hulk was reuse, Deadpool was reuse, so it's like this Thor definitely looks brand new. But again, we have to wait to see till we have it in hand to see what sort of reuse that has.
Keep talking because I made everybody fall over.
Yeah.
It's killing me. Cyclops is like the worst spot. Now Gambit's going. Come on, Gambit. Don't give up on me, Gambino. Oh, come on now. I'll make a name for myself right here.
Yeah, falling down. Oh, look, it's the Onslaught.
Literally. I went to fall down, everybody else started to fall down.
You know what's the sucky part about this figure? It was like it had such potential, and then it's just like the fucking feet just fucking killed it for me.
Why is that?
Because
what your thing is.
It has like the forward hinge is very hindered on it, and he's very hard to stand on his own.
Is it?
Yeah, like he's very hard to balance because it's like you can't move the feet forward too much. Like back is fine, but it's like because of the way the boots are made,
yeah,
it's like you can't hinge it forward too much. Like you could barely hinge it forward.
Honestly, I wasn't even remembering until just now as I went to pick him up. Oh, this is a mess. I've done it live on TV. Well,
but that's the thing, and the saddest part is it's a fucking Target exclusive, which it's like.
Have you really had any problems finding a Target exclusive?
For something highly sought after, yes, Psylocke and Thanos.
Oh, besides them. And she was like figure of the year on like everyone's list. She was at least in like everyone's top 3.
Except for mine.
Well, but you didn't do just a Marvel Legends one.
I mean, here's the thing. Even if I did a Marvel Legends top 10, none of the figures came out this year would be in my top 10. So there's no point in me doing
2025 or now?
2025.
Jeff. Oh, Jeff, I missed it. I hope he's still here.
Because again,
I was on the screen share, so I couldn't see the comments.
But again, it was like, probably the only two. But again, I couldn't even do a top 10 because again, they would be all Wolverines.
Okay, so here, listen. This is the same figure with different paint, and you're getting the head that came with him that didn't originally come with him.
Correct.
So, I mean, whatever. I already have 2 of these as it is, but I get it for people. I mean, this one looks much better with the new paint app, but.
And again, the main reason they're doing this too, on top of it being a retro carded X-Men figure, is again Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is his first form when you fight him. Eventually, they're gonna need to do an updated like final form onslaught. So, and again, like I said, initially
I really don't see him. I don't foresee him being hard to find. None of the regular card back ones have really been that tough.
Well, initially, what was it?
I've seen Mystique enough times now to feel like she wasn't hard to find.
No, Mystique wasn't hard to find.
And he literally comes with this head.
Jean wasn't hard to find.
No, Jean was very easy, especially because of the flop with her boots.
Right. So, Professor X was actually pretty easy to get. So, really, the only one I really haven't was really. I mean, it wasn't hard to get, but he was harder to get compared to all the other ones. Was Weapon X.
Yeah, he was a little harder than most, but I saw him enough. Like I said, he was kind of like Mysterio in my Mystique in my targets.
Yeah,
like you wouldn't see any at one store, then you'd find 3 or 4 at another. It was kind of the same with Weapon X, at least around here.
You know what was easier to find, and I'm shocked that the latest Spider-Man wave, especially 2099.
Well, they were getting full cases of him, but he was still scarce in my area. I only ever saw him once where they had more than one on the pegs.
Dude, they still have. I still have them at every Target. Like,
I mean, I haven't been hitting as many targets recently. I've just been literally so busy. I mean, I see.
well,
For me, it's like 2 weeks, and it feels like an eternity. But
believe it or not, the hardest one to find was actually what's his name? The owl.
yeah, I haven't seen as many of him either. I'm not worried about finding him.
Shelf warmer, him and Hypno Hustler, but those two have been like disappearing off the shelves. The
Which
real
is funny because I mean, I was like, yeah, they're going straight to clearance. You know, they're just going straight to clearance.
no.
And Al, actually, I saw him at Walmart the other day, and I didn't think he looked all that bad, but I was like, I'd rather try to find him at Target since he's cheaper.
Yeah. Well, I ended up picking both up at Target because I had that coupon, $15 off for 75. So I got those two plus the Garfield Spider-Man.
Nice.
So I ended up saving more money on them.
Yeah, no, it's the way to do it.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna. Those last two are the ones I need. Are Hypno Hustler and the Owl, and I'm gonna have to pull the trigger because I'll have FOMO if I don't.
eventually, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm more concerned with getting those other ones, which we'll get into. All right, let's move on. Let's see here. Here's one. So I find this extremely funny that they released this under the X-Men 97 banner.
Yeah, because he was not at all.
He was in one scene where Morph turns into him.
Yeah. Well, I guess that technically counts.
Does it? It's not actually Archangel.
You know what? I agree with you.
But I'm happy. I mean, I'm a huge Archangel guy, so I'm really happy, and I love how these wings look compared to the last ones. The last ones were fine, but these look more. This is like what I expect to see when I look at Archangel.
Aren't these the same as the X-Force Archangel?
They don't have the other pieces on the back
on them. Okay, that makes sense.
So it doesn't look as like jagged and I mean they've looked like the one many times in the X-Force. So I just like when he's more in like this classic. Like that was the one thing I couldn't stand about the other ones is you couldn't take off those attachments.
Mm-hmm.
So this just looks so much better. But now, granted, they definitely gave him an X-Men 97 animated looking face.
Right.
But as I've mentioned before, I know a card artist, and I knew of when Rogue and Gambit were coming out as a Target exclusive for the X-Men Retro Wave. I didn't know they were going to be a Target exclusive.
Right.
But he had said, so I kind of gave away a little bit of that. He had said to me that they were going to be releasing Archangel with a masked and unmasked head with the pitchfork thingy.
Right.
And no big wings, just as an X-Men retro.
Right.
And they never did. So to me, it feels like, especially with what Bucky's on.
Right.
It totally feels like they just took him and slapped like an animated look on him and called it a day. Because if you look at the alternate head, it looks like a normal Marvel Legend. The other one looks definitely X-Men 97 inspired.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense.
But it's just funny, but that was years ago. And I had told everybody, like, oh, you better sell your Juggernaut Rogues and your old Archangel soon, unless the Archangel will probably hold value because they'll still have, the longer wings. But I'm like, they're coming, and everyone was like, okay. And then all of a sudden Rogue started appearing and pictures started coming up on the internet. Everyone's like, oh my God.
My assumption here is this is essentially pretty much a repaint of the X-Force Archangel with the different wings.
How I got back to there.
So remember the Angel and Archangel use the Vulcan body, but without the butterfly joints to accommodate the wings.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't put the butterfly joints, which part of me is okay with, but part of me isn't, because butterfly joints But again, the nice thing is you could always take that maskless Archangel head from the deluxe and just put it on him there, and just put it. I'm pretty sure they'll fit.
That's what I did with my custom Angel figure, the one that's supposed to be after he's not of the Archangel and he gets his wings back for that whatever period.
Yeah,
that's what I did with mine. But I don't know why he comes with the gun.
I'm guessing it was probably just another gun that they couldn't fit with cable, so they just put it in his just as an excuse to give him the deluxe treatment.
I mean, everybody with wings now is a deluxe figure. It's just so sad.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just so sad. It's just.
But at least they give us the folded wings as it's a bit of a nice touch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but I kind of feel like people.
Yeah, I think he looks great. I mean, but again, I'm going to be a homer for this, so I need the articulation.
I kind of feel like people are going to buy multiples of him, only for the fact that one to put him with wings, one to put him without wings, and one to put maskless.
Well, I think it's funny. For one, they said no MCU figures. Technically, wouldn't this fall under an MCU figure? Or is that not technically cinematic? Cinematic would be theatrical. Like movie, not TV show.
I think this would fall more under Marvel Animation Studios now.
Yeah, I mean, but to me, it can go either way. I don't know. Either way, I love it. I'm excited for it. I think it looks great. I still find it laughable that it's under X-Men 97, but
yeah, it is what it is.
All right, Muse and Bullseye. I would agree with you. It's not my favorite Bullseye.
Nope.
But Muse looks great.
I would have rather them take the classic Bullseye and just updated him. Like, it would have been nice if he had the Renew Your Vows body, kind of like Daredevil.
How excited were you to hear that?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yep.
I have my opinions on the Secret Wars wave.
All right.
Muse, I don't really know much of, because Muse, again, he's one of those like later Daredevil characters.
Yep. At first, when I saw this, I literally thought it was Muse, because the way they showed it, I literally thought it was Muse in 8-Ball.
Oh, that's right.
All I saw was the white on the side of the shoulders.
Right.
And he was like down. He was like his face was down, so I couldn't see it. And I was like, are they actually making fucking 8-Ball? Like, really? Like, one of the laziest characters they could possibly make, and they still haven't made him. I'm shocked. And he's a huge Daredevil guy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm sure they'll make him eventually.
Muse is definitely just a figure they use a shit ton of extra parts from.
Of course.
I mean, a shit ton. Even his beanie is from Nick Fury.
Well, again, it would have been nice if they gave us a non-beanie head.
Yeah, especially since it's in a 2-pack.
Right. So, but the thing is, these guys got a lot of accessories. They got more accessories compared to
the 2-pack, the Avengers 2-pack.
Yeah.
Which is always funny to me. They'll release one like this that has a ton of shit, and then they'll release something else. I mean, he literally has 3 sets of hands. Bullseye has 2.5. Because they always do that. Whenever they give him like a throwing thing, they like take away one of the hands.
Yep. Always. I
don't know. I'm hearing a lot of mixed reviews on it, but I personally love it. I'm going to skip ahead to the forward shot here. So we got our Secret Wars wave revealed, which pretty much everyone had already heard on the leak list. You want to start with what you're feeling before we get into individual figures, or should we go as we go?
You know what? Right now, this wave... Oh my God. Where do I begin?
Well, let's start with it. Okay, so 3 out of the 6 are from actual figures that were part of the actual line.
Well, not that Spider-Man.
Not that, well, technically not that Spider-Man, but technically that Spider-Man.
No, because which wave was
He
this?
wasn't, he is from the, oh, I'm sorry, he's from the comic. He's not from the figure line.
Yeah, but like
I don't know why they didn't just do a regular Spider-Man, but I like this Spider-Man. I think it's fun.
No,
It's not something you have to get. It's, listen, you don't have to get it unless you're trying to complete the Secret Wars line.
Well, obviously, I'm going to complete the Secret Wars line, but my point is, it's like, this is so fucking stupid. Like,
I think it's a fun idea. I'm sure there's I'm sure there's half the people who are like, this is great. And then there's other people who are like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
It is, because it's like, okay, like what was the reasoning behind it? Like, this did not need to, like, why give us
because it's where he gets the black suit and how it starts to take him over.
I know that. I'm not saying that. My point is, we all wanted a regular Spider-Man.
And you know what's funny?
Toy wave. Is it
funny to me is if this was 2018, we would have gotten a regular Spider-Man with an arm that popped out that you could put another black arm in, maybe a leg as well, and there would have just been attachments that would have attached from like the arm where you attach it in going towards the body, so it looked like it was encompassing him.
Well,
you would have been able to switch, but now, no way. No chance in hell.
Well, again, they could have also just created like little plastic. They could have like clip-on parts. Why couldn't you do that? Just give us a regular fucking Spider-Man figure, like it uses the Renew Your Vows body. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. This Spider-Man is literally just the fucking Magic the Gathering battle damage Spider-Man with symbiote paint on it. Because if you look at it, there's battle damage on it too.
There is?
Yeah.
It just looks like a bunch of goop running up his arm.
Not the goop part, but the red Spider-Man parts. There's some battle damage on it. Like when they were showing it. Are
you talking about like on the leg here? That it's just painted over?
On the leg and also on the arm.
Oh, and on the arm, yeah. Well, but his suit was all beat to hell at that point when that happened.
Understood. But again, if you're following the fucking toy line, give us the fucking toy give us the Spider-Man.
Well, no, it's never been about just the toy line. It's been about a mixture of the two. It's about a homage to the toy line and a homage to the series. Because Titania was never released as a old figure. Beyonder was never released as an old figure. Was it Beyonder or is that what's his name?
Beyonder, yeah.
Yeah, I always get him mixed up with the other guy who's actually in it.
No, I understand that, but the difference is those toys, that even though they're part of the comic, okay, you kept it separate. But they should have just given us a regular Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred just a regular Spider because it would have given other people a chance, kind of like the Daredevil, to have gotten the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. As just a Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, you could have used it I mean, my Renew Your Vows is in my animated section just because I don't want to open up the cel-shaded one. So I get it.
Like, they could have easily just made symbiote clip-on parts.
I totally agree. I mean, I like that he comes with a little glop. That's kind of fun. I like the arm itself. Like I said, I just feel like they could have just made it where it was like what I said, just switch the arm out and have a little accessory so it looks like it's encompassing the costume, and now you have the best of both worlds.
Well, again, you could have easily, but
I mean, honestly, I'm impressed. I'm impressed even at the fact that, I mean, Absorbing Man isn't a deluxe figure for the line.
Oh, that's another one. Like, where the fucking accessories to swap out their arms?
You wouldn't have him on this one though. People keep bitching about that. Okay, so here's the Hulk Wave one, right? The original Fing Fang Foom Hulk one. Okay, pretty small. You know, obviously early days of Hasbro. Still bigger than a standard, but still small in comparison to how they make giant figures now. But he's got all the like effects stuck to him, whatever. He looks like Absorbing Man in every figure form he's ever come. go to this one, which everybody loves, which is the Build-A-Figure, which they put all the variant figures from the wave with the regular parts, including the head, the arms, blah, 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 right?
Right.
Here's the thing with Secret Wars that a lot of people aren't paying attention to because it just goes to show a lot of people didn't read the comics. Part of the big thing with Secret Wars is, if you remember, I don't know if you ever read the series.
I did.
Okay, so do you remember in the series, it's only Thing, Human Torch, and Reed Richards in the first Secret Wars that go to Battle World. There is no Sue Storm. And while the Thing's there, he turns back into Ben Grimm. Part of the reason being is because they no longer have their powers. Like, at one point, they don't have their power. So Absorbing Man is just like the Thing. He just is a big man. Like, Magneto didn't have his magnetism. There was like some sort of inhibitor or something, and they could, which is funny because in the covers, they show like Mr. Fantastic using his powers, and they show Hulk powered up, but like Thing's not powered up and Absorbing Man's not powered up.
Which, again, I get it. Comic book plot hole. But in my opinion, it's like, so when it comes to toys, like certain figures, I get you want to follow the comic book parts of it. Like, for instance, like they want to follow the comic book part for that Spider-Man. But as far as like toy-wise, they should have just, again, designed it better, giving us a regular Spider-Man with either clip-on parts or interchangeable parts, like you were mentioning.
Yeah, no, listen, I get it. And I get why people are upset. I mean, like, this one's on the Hercules body. This one is like the old standard big bath body.
Yeah.
Like the one they used for the Wreckers is very similar.
But again,
this was a great idea though, because back then they were making alternatives to in almost every wave and giving you extra bath parts, whether it be extra heads or whatever. And or even something as stupid as this.
Like, his size doesn't bother me.
No. This size looks perfect to me. I'm actually happy.
Bother me. His size doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that why couldn't you include interchangeable arms?
And I would agree with you, and I'm sure they know that too, but I'm sure they use the loophole of, well, technically he doesn't have his powers in the comic book run.
Irregardless of the comic book accuracy. The thing is, I'm talking about in terms of toyetics and playability.
Yeah, now think about all the fans. If they had made him, I totally agree with you. So don't get me wrong here. I'm totally in agreement with you. And where you're going with it makes total sense. Make it toyetic. The problem is now you're going to have all the hardcore fans going, he shouldn't have any powers. He doesn't have any powers in the Secret Wars comic run.
And guess what? When they do the Thing eventually for the Secret Wars line, they're going to do him as like a regular.
I hope they make him as a regular guy, because it never made sense.
They're not
going to make one of those things that just never made sense to me. The Thing lost his powers, but Hulk and She-Hulk still had their powers.
Well, my point is, like, they're going to do a Thing figure. Like, he's not going to be a regular guy, and people are going to bitch about it. So it's like, if people are going to bitch regardless, I had the fucking parts. Like, I had the fucking parts.
See, like, even the guy who comments on this even says, I didn't expect a completely depowered version. So he's one of the few that actually understands why they did this. But he's like you. He doesn't understand why why they didn't at least include the other arms like they did with this one. I mean, this one was pure genius. I mean, literally, you gave us a different head and two different arms. It was perfect. That's all you needed to do.
Because that's the thing.
I don't think he had a depowered arm. I think they were like wood or something, weren't they? Wood or brick or something was the other head is a plain head, but I think the other arms are wood or something. I don't remember. I haven't had them on in a while.
Well, my whole thing is, it's like they could have just added those parts. Like, if they added the arms, I would have been okay with this. But my whole thing is, it's just like I understand why they did it. Like, they wanted to go for comic accuracy, but it's like you can't just say you want to go for comic accuracy, but then make other figures in the line that's toyetic. Like you either do it all. You either, if you're gonna do a mixture of comic and toyetic, do it with every figure. Stay consistent.
You know what I'm gonna find funny? I could totally see like toy photographers and people with dioramas already buying this figure and just painting his pants blue and just making him like a Street Fighter type guy, like a pit fighter kind of guy.
Probably.
I don't know. I just think he would make like a good,
They
because
probably.
there's no other like distinguishing thing about him. You know, it's like he just has that plane, and he does come with both the kind of the normal looking guy kind of head, and then he also like he kind of looks like there's an actor, and I can't pinpoint his name, but he reminds me of totally of a certain actor. And then he has this old.
Yeah, I know which actor you're talking about. He's always in like horror films and shit.
Yes, like right. This one right here reminds me the most of. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, but this one is more of the classic absorbing man head.
Well, though they said in the stream they gave him two heads, one with eyebrows, one without eyebrows.
Yeah, I know they were talking about that whole thing about Jesse and all that. It's like,
but again, I kind of feel like this figure.
You're going to do that, but you're not going to include changing arms. I get it.
So yeah, so let's move on then, because I guess we're not gonna beat a dead horse.
All right, let's go to Falcon. Personally, I love this. The only thing I can't stand is why did you make a red clip for freaking what's his name? Red Wing. The clip that you can pull on and off from the bird, from the Falcon, is a red clip. Why didn't you make it clear or something?
Because they're idiots. What do you expect?
Like literally, like it's great that you included a clip so you could actually have them attach, but you made it red to like does it like is it supposed to match his wings better? I just don't get it. But I do love the fact that they gave him powered down wings where like he'd just be standing. Like finally,
well, like the same thing they did with Black Bolt.
Yes, which was again one that desperately needed it because the last ones you had to just like kind of pretend like they were behind his back.
Right. I'm curious if this is like a whole new body or if this uses. I wonder if this uses the Vulcan body.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait till we get it in hand.
It really, I mean, it kind of looks like the Vulcan body, but see, like, there's the clip, and it's like great that you can put him on it, but why is it a red fucking clip? But see, they don't even show him with the wings in this one.
Well, I would have just painted it white because then that way at least it could blend in with the gloves.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you doing? But like, this looks very much like the original toy. It looks, I mean, it looks completely like the original character.
Again, it looks like the toy, and again, this is probably one of the ones that blurs the line between toy and comic.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. So I'm excited because I, read a lot of comics with Classic Falcon back in the day, so I'm excited for it. Because I mean, we got the two other ones, and I was like, "What? We're just stuck with the crappy Toy Biz one?" Because the Toy Biz one is just god awful. Yeah. I love when people like I post up like a comparison or something, and they just like see another case where Toy Biz is better. I'm like, what are you looking at? Tell me what you're looking at right now.
Yeah, when people tell me that, I just kind of look at them and like, are you dumb?
I mean, I get it. There's some that are still really good, but they're not going to hold it. I mean, articulation wise, maybe, but
well, honestly, the only one that still stands the test of time, in my opinion, is the Wave 6 Wolverine.
Not with those claws, he doesn't.
Well, yeah, minus the claws, but
that's always where there's always something on every one of the Toy Biz ones that reminds you just how terrible the plastic was or whatever to its point. But anyway,
case in point.
moving on to Constrictor. So
that was one figure that was in desperate need of an update.
Yes, he was on the original Return of Marvel Legends. Well, he was like on the same stuff that they were using when the Toys R Us packs and stuff back in the day. But yeah, we've gotten 2 claws already, but yeah, Constrictor hadn't been done since way back in the day. And I do find it funny that they literally just gave him the tentacles from Omega Red.
Yep.
As they called them, powered up. I like that they're powered up, but
people are going to use those Omega Red tentacles on him.
You think they're just going to put the white ones in there and
yeah, because again,
short ones and stuff.
He had Constrictor did have white. He did have the white tentacles at one point, didn't he?
Not in toy form, not in the original Secret Wars figure or the. But I don't, comic wise, I can't remember because when they showed him powered up, I'm like, oh, that's cool. At least they make him look like the comics because I always remembered him just being powered up. Because I used to play like I was getting, as a young kid, like I was getting, like back in my 20s, I would play like I was being captured by him with like a yellow jump rope. Like I said, in my 20s.
All right.
But yeah, I think he looks good. I mean, nothing overdone. He's Constrictor. He's not going to be everyone's favorite. He'll probably be a peg warmer.
Well, no, because people are going to get him to
Serpent Society. Yeah, I mean, I always liked Constrictor. Even as a kid, I liked Constrictor. It's just, there's not much to him. So he's, very of his time. But not much to say there. He's fine. Let's go to Magic.
The what the fuck figure of the
why do we hate this one?
Dude.
All right, I need to see you. All right, here we go. What?
Come on. She wasn't even in the first Secret Wars.
She was in Secret Wars 2. It was totally an excuse just to be able to put her on this card and release her under this and not on the X-Men Retro card.
Like, this makes she
looks great.
But it's in her fucking New Mutants outfit.
Yeah.
She was Secret Wars 2, and it's like, why the fuck are you doing this? Like, she would have been better off on the retro card.
Even they said, blink and you'll miss her.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, they just wanted to be able to make her, and they needed a line to stick her in. Because, I mean, we know we're getting Doug, right? Isn't it Doug that's on the card of...
If I remember, I think that was part of the leak list.
Because they show him on the corner of one of the upcoming figures.
But it's just like, this is like one of the what the fuck figures. Like,
I'm excited as hell about her. I'm very excited to get her. I like how the arm looks. I like the sword. I like her hair. I like the base of the figure body. I'm all for it. I'm game. Like, I'm almost tempted to buy 3 of her, or maybe even 4 of her. Well, I couldn't do 4. Oh, well, no, I guess I couldn't do it because she has that damn metal arm.
Yep.
I didn't even think of that.
What were you going to replace it with?
The other 3.
Looks?
No, well, not the arm, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Yeah, no, I didn't think of that. Forgot about that.
Again, she was better off on an X-Men Retro card, in my opinion.
I mean, it would fit in better, but not saying you're wrong. Again, none of it is something I'm saying you're wrong. I'm just excited to get this figure because I've wanted her in her New Mutants outfit for a while, so I can actually make her.
I do too.
And then put, the one that I've had with the New Mutants, which is right there.
I do
put
too.
That one with the regular X-Men right behind me.
I do too, but at the same time, I'm like,
that's why I'm pissed that he was only available in a 3-pack.
Who?
Quicksilver.
Oh, Quicksilver, yeah.
Because then I can't keep him with all the other X-Men when he's been more than just, X Factor. I still love this figure. I don't know what it is. I just love him. Just because it feels like a body that's just meant for a speed guy.
Well, again, the Sunfire body is antiquated. Like, they really need to move on from it. Like, Quicksilver's another one that should have been on the Renew Your Vows body.
Never know. He might get there one day.
We'll see.
I don't know. I think Quicksilver is very underrated in the Marvel universe.
I agree.
He should be more in the Flash's. If Flash can be that popular, Quicksilver should be too. That's just my feeling. Anyway, so yeah, here's Magic.
I kind of feel like House of M kind of ruined him.
A little bit. He's had so many different goofy storylines.
Well, it's not even that it was goofy. It's just like they relegated him to like a snitch, essentially.
Yeah. Basically, but it's not the first time.
Yeah.
All right, so Daredevil is obviously the big one at the show. The fact that we finally get the sensory type effect. We finally get batons that you put together and you can take off the other things so they don't look like one is the peg for the other. That's kind of a nice touch. The Daredevil itself is very classic. Reminds me more of the 90s Toy Biz than the one we got for 90s Toy Biz.
Well, my hope is they take this body and put it on the actual 90s armored Daredevil and update that.
I don't see that happening.
You never know.
But he looks great. Very classic.
The only nitpick I guess most people have was he doesn't have the toe hinge.
I thought he did. I thought they even made it a point to say he does. He's on Renew Your Vows.
Well, somebody pointed out that he doesn't have the toe hinge.
Yeah, I don't see it on this foot. That's a good point.
Yeah, somebody pointed in the comments that it's a nice figure despite not having the toe hinge.
Yeah, and see here you can see he doesn't have it because that's the bottom of his foot.
Yeah.
That's weird. I thought they could have swore they said he was on Renew Your Vows.
No.
Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you here. On some of the figures, having the toe hinge doesn't do that much for me. And in a realistic world, yeah, maybe in the comics they show it, but have you ever seen a person really bend their toes in a boot?
No, but the thing is, for posability and having him in certain poses, the toe hinge really helps.
Yeah, I get it.
So again, it's not necessarily for like, you know, human body accuracy or comic again, a lot of it is toy posing.
I don't know. If that's the one thing, I'm cool, especially at a regular price. We're not having to pay $50 to get this because you know that one will be down the road too. I would not be surprised if he's not on the list, especially if Born Again keeps doing well. He'll be in next year's.
I'm curious to
maximum list.
And I think it's going to be an inevitability. I think they're going to also do Wolverine as a maximum also at some
for sure. He has to be him, Iron Man, Captain America. I mean, they just released like a bunch of caps last year, and I mean, they released a bunch of Spider-Man and Iron Man every year. But like, I feel like Cap is a harder push on a more expensive figure when you've had a whole bunch of them in the same year. But just my opinion. Like, I feel like Iron Man's people will buy just because they're like, oh, I'll add it to my Hall of Armor. I mean, that's what I do. Most of the time,
face left. Saying, yeah, that toe hinge is gonna look awesome on the shelf. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he looks great. I'm excited for him. Seems like most people are excited for him because he's the closest you're going to get to the 3-pack one.
So,
who do you think is the best from the wave?
Well, did we go over all of them?
That is everybody that I can see here. Yes. Well, see, but like, even take a look here. You can see my screen still, right?
Yeah.
All right. The Avengers 2-pack, 43. Thor, Maximum Thor, 42. Onslaught, 54. Archangel, 79. Popular character. Muse and Bullseye, 100. Daredevil, 123. Magic, 63. Constrictor, 19. Absorbing Man, 31. Falcon, 27. Spider-Man, 118. So you can, I mean, I could literally go through my pre-orders and know exactly who I need to order just by looking at this. So Spider-Man, Magic, and Daredevil. The other three, I'm going to find pretty easily at a store because these are our mainline release.
Well, again, I'm just, what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to probably order the entire set and cancel them as I find them in the wild. Because that's what I ended up doing.
Because you're mad about a lot of them, but you have to have all 6 of them.
Well, again, I really got into, during COVID, I really got into Secret Wars. So it's just like, again, it's just
Secret Wars was literally one of the first comic book miniseries that I ever read. And the only reason I read it was because I knew of the figures being in the shelves and went, wait, is that what those toys are? I had no idea that they were connected till I picked up one of the comics.
Speaking of, I really need to like push forward and finish all my foil facsimile reprints of Secret Wars, finish finding them. Actually, you know what? If I give you the missing if I give you the foil reprint numbers I'm missing, do you think like the comic shops you hit, you think they might have the back issues for them?
You can always ask.
Yeah, I'll give you the ones I'm missing, and if you can ask them.
Foils usually don't stick around too much.
Yeah,
Like
but
the one shop I go to, he gets a lot of foils.
or
But,
even
but he charges like $15 to $18 a pop for them.
oof.
You're talking like the 1 of 25s and stuff like that.
No, it wouldn't even be a 1 of 25. They usually just do regular. They have a bunch of regulars and they have quite a few foils for them. So I don't know if it would be 1 in 25 or whatever.
I don't know. Just give me the list. Send me the list. Trying to see if the other news. Is this it? Yeah. So then we have this today too. Did you see this?
What is that? Oh no, who's this? Mattel. Oh right, Mattel and Ninja Turtles.
Well, you hadn't heard of it yet, have you?
No, well, somebody told me about it, but I'm like, okay. I'm like, what are we?
Well, I think it's just like everything else. It's it's just like how, to me, how Marvel Legends showed off a bunch of their stuff. Now they want to just be able to have the stuff out there and have people excited to go over to Mattel and be like, let's go check out these new Ninja Turtles. But again, we don't even know we'll see them this weekend if they're not even coming out till 2027.
Yeah, my guess is they're not gonna really, like, again, like the DC stuff. They're probably not gonna show any DC stuff until,
which makes sense. But I mean, it is also Playmates last year. Playmates just, I mean, if you look at the shelves now, like everything they have out is just more of the same garbage of, different scales and everything else, that it's just like, even if you wanted to buy these, they're not going to mesh with your other ones.
all right.
So it doesn't make any sense.
No.
They have like the flingers and like all the same shit they did for the Nickelodeon Turtles of 2012 or whatever that was, where you had 15 different scales for a bunch of the figures. Most of the ones I've bought that weren't in scale or ones from like garage sales for like $1. Like it was like, oh, I need this ref, so whatever. But I wasn't like going out of my way when they were out to go get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I do find it interesting though that that Mattel took it over, because I think Mattel is the right choice for them, because I think with what they've been doing with Masters of the Universe and it being kind of somewhat, I mean, just look what they did with TMNT and Motu. I mean, Thundercats and Motu. I mean, that's the kind of playability you're looking for. You have NECA and all these other companies doing every other kind of turtle thing under the sun. So you can definitely find really like upgraded figures of all your classic guys that you love. But I think now I feel like Mattel's going to take the line and do the classic Playmates toys in more updated,
modern, like Origins.
Huh? Yeah, just like Origins, which is what Playmates should have been doing from the fucking get-go for the last 20 years.
They're modern.
At least since they got rid of the Nickelodeon line. The Nickelodeon line I thought was fantastic.
Well, their modern articulation scheme for Playmates just fucking terrible. Did you ever
It's not great either, but at least it's got playability to it for kids.
It has playability,
and still looks cool on a shelf.
But their modern articulation and engineering for the classic Origins figures, again, because that's what Origins are: classic figures, classic aesthetic with modern articulation. So theirs is a lot better than Playmates, because Playmates' modern articulation for their classic stuff is just fucking terrible.
Yeah. I mean, at least you get like ankle rockers and stuff for He-Man now, which was never even a thought.
But again, with the Playmate stuff, they have that weird like hinge at the fucking hip, which is like super fucking weird, and no hip swivel, like no bicep swivel. They're just their modern articulation is extremely basic at best. So, and then the classic figures, it's just literally just rehashes of the original toys. So it's like and even their modern stuff, their newer, like even with the newer 7-inch line stuff, that stuff is like over 10 years old. And like, did you see the freaking Street Fighter versus Ninja Turtles line that they had? Like those figures were fucking horrible.
Yeah, so were the Stranger Thing ones.
The Stranger Thing ones were fucking. I didn't even bother buying them.
I didn't either.
They were just like.
I remember buying the Turtles when they first came out with the ones that were, what were they, 7 inches or something?
Yeah, the 7-inch line.
That were super articulated. I love those when those first came out. And then they were hard to find. They were hard to find, and they started getting all these like rip-off ones where like the eyes were wonky and stuff like that. And then also the real ones had wonky eyes. So you couldn't tell which one was which unless you really examined it. But I love that. And then they made them and then they disappeared. They came out like Bebop and Rocksteady and were supposed to come out with a bunch of more, and then nothing until they came out those 2-packs where they released like, what was it, General Trog or something like that?
Shredder.
Yeah, they did Shredder, but he was really undersized.
Yeah.
And again, they haven't really done much.
And then, like I said, the Street Fighter 2-pack ones, they were literally, the Turtles were literally redos of those 7-inch super articulated ones.
Yeah.
So, but again, by then, again, those figures were archaic.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I mean, what would you have rather seen of the big toy companies? Who would you have rather seen get Turtles?
Dude, I couldn't even tell you, because every single company that's had Turtles has had some kind of issue with them. You know what? The definitive Ninja Turtles for me, and I hate to sound biased, the definitive Ninja Turtles for me.
Yeah.
The figure arts.
You're biased. I don't have any, so I can't say one way or another, but I know you're biased. Honestly, I thought the McFarlane ones looked really good in package, but all I've heard is people complaining about them.
Yeah, because they're shit. I already knew they were shit.
And the NECA ones, the only ones I truly like, I mean, there's a couple that have been really good gems, like from the Archie line and stuff, and like the Usagi and whatnot, but the only ones I really liked have been the movie ones.
The movie ones are probably their best ones because their tune stuff has had QC issues from time to time, but they're a lot more. The NECA stuff is a lot more solid compared to our good friends at Super Shit.
I mean, well, you saw that what they're coming out with, right?
Yeah,
Visionaries.
Ugh, I am skipping that completely unless they're $10.
Yeah, well, I think most people will be skipping them completely.
But
who knows? Do you have any faith that now that Flynn is gone, that they're going to do better?
Well, wait, Flynn is gone?
Well, he's not in charge anymore. He's still there. He's just not in charge.
Yeah, okay.
Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but
yeah, no.
Remember, it's publicly owned now. It's not privately owned anymore.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's still in some way, some capacity in charge of it. I think
what I was told.
Him pretending to step down is just, again, the Super 7 for me is, I don't see them lasting much longer.
I don't know. I mean, they keep pumping out G.I. Joe stuff, and the G.I. Joe stuff seems to sell well. I still just, I can't. Like, I found the Fatal Fury, and I was going to grab it, and I was like, why am I buying this? Like, I'd rather buy a vintage figure for $20 than buy, and I know they never made the Fatal Fury, but I was like, $20?
No.
It's just ridiculous. And I get it. I get that they're not. But again, like, I guess if you're really diehard, and I was once at one point I was, but it was even the same way with me for the Marvel Universe figures that they had back in the day. Like, yeah, it was cool to get like a G.I. Joe sized type figure like that. And those figures were kind of the big deal. They were like, the 25th G.I. Joes and all that was kind of the Indiana Jones and all that kind of stuff of that era when those were out. But at like the time they were like $13. And I was like, why am I paying $13 for a 3 3/4 inch figure?
Again, it's just the times.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, this was $20, but it came with a Build-A-Figure piece that was twice its size.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and at the time I remember going, yeah, good luck. I literally remember being at Walmart, seeing this for the first time and going, yeah, good luck getting anybody to spend $20 on a Marvel Legend figure.
Funny thing was, when I picked up a few of them, the ones that I could find at Target, they were on sale for $15. I ended up picking them up.
But again, they've come a long way.
No, they have.
And this is literally the line. And I wanted that Fing Fang Foom the minute I saw it as a bath. But I remember like doing the math at the store and being like 250, like 60 bucks, whatever. What was it? 8 figures at $20 a pop.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, no, I'm not spending $160 on a fucking wave to get Fing Fang Foom.
Yeah, dude.
And that's not even the right math, is it? No, 8 times. No, it's not. I can do math. But yeah.
But again, you know what? After they were gone, people were paying more than that.
Of course, dude. King Hulk or whatever, Gladiator Hulk goes for like $100 something bucks. Wendigo is like $60 to $80. I mean, a lot of them still go for a lot of money.
Well, for me, thankfully, when I went in to get it at the time, I was able to get a bunch of great deals on them. So I have the wave. I just never built it.
I keep meaning because that I so put that Wendigo with the X-Men arcade game.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to make a photo of like all the X-Men arcade villains all together because I guess I'll wait for the other 2-packs to come out of the Sentinel so that way I can put all 3 different colors of the Sentinels. I hope they make the alligator guy. That would just be fun.
Yeah, I don't see them doing it, but I would like it.
I mean, again, you never know with them. You know, there was an alligator guy and there was something else too, or those like green guys that would come.
And
up.
who was the other boss? If I remember correctly, Ultron.
You had Blob, Pyro, Wendigo, Magneto, obviously, Mystique, right? Wasn't Mystique Bonebreaker? White Queen, wasn't she one?
She was one, yes. And there was a robot. I forgot the name of him.
I think it was just a big Sentinel or something, wasn't it?
No, you know what? I think it might have been Nimrod. He was white. He kind of looked like Ultron.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm sure if we looked it up, we'd find it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not that hard to figure out. But yeah, I've been meaning to like put together just like a little, all the villains and stuff and Children of the Atom or something.
You know what?
Toad one of them? Maybe Toad was one of them? I don't remember.
No, Toad's not one of them. You know what I really would like for them to do, though? Honestly, like, I want them to redo Magneto, like his normal outfit, because the X-Men 97 one, it's all right, but like I wish they would have done it on the Vulcan body like they did with the Hero Magneto. Oh, so you put the.
Agreed. The other one is too. This is the 3-pack version with the Onslaught head and the wired cape.
Oh, what'd you do? So you glued the.
I got this one from Crush. I saw that he had an extra Magneto and the price was cheap. And I said, how much for it? He's like, well, it's got a wired cape with it. I was like, okay, well, I guess I don't have to cut it out myself and I'll just have another one with a wired cape. But the other one of this figure, I just literally put it on and then I put his other cape over it. So it's like he has the wired cape part coming out the sides and it still looks like it's got a cloth cape. But the top of it's still normal, and then like the parts over his shoulders are still normal. Because if you remember, they have like little things that go over his shoulders, so you can move his arm still. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The X-Men 97 regular one is too small. The Hero one is the one I want the size of as well.
Yeah, so my hope is they eventually do that in the Secret Wars line because they're gonna have to do Magneto eventually. So,
I got a paint job. What do you think of that, buddy?
Well, again, which one do you think you're going to use for your comic shelf, and which one are you going to use for your Marvel vs. Capcom shelf?
Well, it ain't going to be this one. I don't even know the Red Skull story behind it, to be honest.
Me neither.
I just know that he had it at one point, and that's why this one came with it. And I was like, that's an odd choice. But
my thinking is,
but now that I have an extra one with the Magneto head, I'll put the Magneto head probably where it is, and then I'll just put, if I get the new one, I'll put the new one in my Marvel vs. Capcom.
My thinking is I might get two of them. I might get two of them and use that one for Red Skull, and then use the other one for Marvel vs. Capcom, and then just keep the other one for the comic book shelf.
I mean, listen, I know the BAFs weren't Sentinel size and stuff anymore.
Right.
And it's a shame, but there are still some pretty good ones. At least they weren't giving us Rocket Raccoon anymore. Not at least until they gave us Wings 3 different times.
Or Hit Monkey.
True. Hit Monkey, Rocket Raccoon. I'm surprised they never did Howard the Duck.
Well, Howard the Duck got his own figure.
How many years later, though, from when they did those?
Yeah.
The only bad ones we really got out of after they got past that era to me was just the ones with the wings, like Vulture's wings and Falcon's wings. Wasn't there one other one too?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I thought there was 3, but maybe it was just the 2. But still, either way. Oh, he's up. See, we're just 2 guys posing our figures as we pose as toy tubers. So,
right.
And on that note, you got anything else to share? Any fun stories or anything? We end it there as we're at an hour and a half. What you say there, buddy?
Did I show you my comics that I got last week?
No. You showed me your toys. You did not show me your comics.
I don't know if I showed these off already,
but I did want to see your foil Silver Surfer.
I did. So they did a foil reprint of this guy.
Yeah. So. Still remember getting the original.
Then here's the foil Infinity Roar.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, like I want to do this in like a toy. Like I want to do a toy photography shot of this at one point.
I gotta remember
because I have that McFarlane Godzilla, and then the annual foil covers. I got this one. Here's and these apparently are the second printing variant covers.
Yeah.
And then I got...
You're talking about the annual? That's what I got. Ooh, I didn't see that Fantastic Four one. That's badass.
Yeah. And then another one I ended up getting... Ooh. Another one I ended up getting is the facsimile print of the first appearance of
Black Panther.
Black Panther, yeah.
Yeah, I know that one well.
So, but yeah, that's all the books.
Nice, good pickups.
I got them last week, and now I'm just gonna try to see what they have this week. Well, I was supposed to go see it, but unfortunately, I have to go to the office tomorrow. Where's that? Yeah, so I gotta go to the office tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I should go to the office tomorrow as I need to prep for the end of the week, but
what's at the end of the week?
You know what's at the end of the week. Toy fair.
Oh, right.
But yeah, so I have a ton to do. But yeah, I'll probably end up working anyway, so. But definitely have to stop and get my new books.
Yes.
And yeah, pretty excited that I got a couple trades too. I'm kind of excited to read those. So
yeah, for sure.
I'm reading my Batman Volume 2, and I got Absolute Superman, the first volume. I can't find Wonder Woman to save my life. But I got Absolute Superman because everyone keeps telling me, no, bro, you're sleeping on Absolute Superman. You can't do it, bro. You have to do it.
Yeah, no.
It's wicked hardcore.
Honestly, you're not missing much. I think out of the 3, Absolute... I kind of rank them. Absolute Batman is in first place. Wonder Woman second. And like the Absolute Superman is... third, because my thing is with Superman, it's just.
Well, how's Green Lantern? Have you read that one? Because I keep finding that at the bookstore, but
I bought I bought the first foil
I'm not
cover.
a huge Green Lantern fan.
Yeah. No, I'm a huge Green Lantern fan, but like I heard mixed things about the absolute Green Lantern, so I kind of like, eh.
The one I'm waiting for is Martian Manhunter because everyone tells me it's a really great story. Like I know the premise of it. Like he basically gets hit in the head and like loses his memory, and then he starts seeing himself as the Martian and thinks it's like an actual Martian talking to him, helping him solve crimes.
Well,
like he's taken the form of like a detective.
well, I did get the foil cover for the first issue of Martian Manhunter. And I got the foil, and I also got Absolute Flash, the first issue in the foil cover. My goal was to try to get like the entire Justice League Absolute versions, and at least the first issues. So
I got really lucky that I got all the ones in except for #1 in first printings.
Yeah, I missed all the first printings.
I missed the first printing for #1 and the first printing for the annual, but besides that, I got everything first printing.
Yeah, I missed the first printings on those too. So I like, again, I'm not too mad about it because, again, at least I got the foil covers. The only one I really am pissed I missed out on was the Jim Lee Absolute Batman #1 foil.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's one I'd like to get to.
Yeah, he goes for a lot of money now.
Oh, so. I'm sure. I mean, if I'd gotten into it a year earlier, I would have caught up. But
yeah,
I mean, everywhere I go, I'm like, do you have any back issues of Absolute? They're like, as soon as I start to say Absolute, they're like, we got Green Lantern and like the newest Martian Manhunter. Everything else is sold out. I'm like even like the one where the first appearance of like the Joker as whatever he is now in Absolute Batman, like holy shit, like everybody's losing their mind for it.
Yeah, I'm not. I
don't even think it looks that cool, but I've been loving reading the books. It has been fantastic. Seeing what they've done with all the different characters has just been fantastic. I would love to do, and I've seen people do it, but like, you know, where they show the comic and then they have people like reading the voices and stuff. I would love to do something like that with that because I feel like I can do so many great voices for so many of the different villains and stuff.
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point. So again, I'm not going to go too crazy. I got the first issues. Maybe they're all second printings, but again, I'm not too big on second. But I am looking forward.
I love that they make their own covers for them, though.
Yeah, but again, I'm actually looking forward to getting the last issue of Hush 2 whenever the fuck they decide to release that one.
Yeah, I've heard there's been a lot of issues with that in general. I'm not the biggest Hush fan, to be honest. I know everybody goes ape shit over it, and I just kind of go, okay, it's a nice twist, but I don't know.
Again, I'm just, for me, it's just like I find the Hush story interesting. So
which part? Just help me understand. Not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking your opinion.
Well, so we're talking about like I'm waiting till I get the last issue of Hush 2 to read it. So I haven't read that yet. But what interests me in Hush is that Batman, Batman's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, right?
Yeah.
But Hush keeps outsmarting him at every turn. And pretty much Hush is the antithesis to Bruce Wayne. It's essentially Bruce Wayne if he was a sociopathic psycho. So it's like if Bruce Wayne was...
See, it's funny because it sounds like something I should like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but again...
Like if I'm saying I like Absolute Batman, which is kind of the same thing.
Well, no. Absolute Batman is completely different from Hush because, again, pretty much they took away everything from him and pretty much made him a blue-collar guy.
Well, yeah, they totally made him a blue-collar guy, and they made all his main villains basically friends. Yeah.
So eventually they all become...
And he like grew up basically in Crime Alley. And I mean, it's just like, and they're like, even what they're making Arkham, which is now Arkham,
all right,
I mean, it's just I don't, like I said, I've only finished 7 issues because I've just had no time to read it. But what I've read has just been like, I'm like, oh, finally they did it a different way and make you look at it from a different way. And I love when they play with very big existing things and they're not afraid to take a stab at the dark and say, what if it was like this?
Well, again, it's like the Ultimates back in the 2000, the Ultimate Universe, right?
Original, yeah, the originals. The originals were just updated versions, though.
No, not the Ultimate Universe. The Ultimate Universe, again.
Ultimate Spider-Man, it was like a late 90s, early 2000s version of Spider-Man. Like if he grew up in today's time, and then they completely changed Carnage. That's all I remember.
Well, again, there were a lot of differences.
Yeah,
but so in a way,
again, new idea for a new era.
Right. So again, it's just the way I see it. It's like they made it.
You're wearing villains, and I'm wearing the heroes.
Yeah, that's funny.
Your heroes are at the bottom. I can only see the villains.
Yeah, well, most of them are. But yeah. Well, this shirt is kind of based off of Jim Lee's drawings, so. Well, but I Oh, so yours is Jim Lee also then. All right.
Anyway. All right, it's late. Let's call it a day.
Yes, sir.
Finish it there. Oh, wow. I thought I broke my Quicksilver's foot for a second. Almost flipped out. But yes, as always, thank you, my friend, for co-hosting with me. Bringing your knowledge and anger to the screen. It's so funny to me because I know you're a diehard just like me, and you get so angry about stuff, which I get it. You're passionate, but then you're like, yeah, but I'm just gonna order the whole wave and just call it a day. And it's like, okay, that's what I love about you, man.
Listen,
you can sit there and break down all the little nuanced things for the all the different why do I always blank when I go to say this articulation that I know I can't. I mean, like, I didn't even notice the toes, and I've been looking at the pictures literally since 10 o'clock this morning.
Oh, good.
Can I get a little credit on my promo shot for this one? I put Classic Falcon and Absorbing Man in there.
Okay, you get your credit. No, you know,
I get my credit for listening to other people say, here's the league list.
Well, again, the funny thing, you know what? Speaking of promotions, so Daniel sent me the promotion for last week when he was on last week when he made that comment, and I was like, you dick.
We made that comment. Why did I post up a short from that episode?
Yeah, I think you did.
I did. I did like a little clip thing, right?
Yeah, you did a clip thing where
you were like, "You dick," and it just sounded funny.
Well, yeah,
because it only lets you do like a 4-second clip.
Well, yeah, it's strange. It's funny because the clip was literally you reading the comment where it said this wouldn't be the first time Kadri got canceled. Oops, wrong guy. And I was like, you dick.
That's why it was funny.
So I was like,
yeah, I remember putting that together. I didn't know I actually posted it because I was trying to look at how I can make like 2 or 3 minute clips of something we were talking about, but it was like, it's just really, I don't know. I think I was doing it from my phone, so it wasn't as like
sophisticated.
I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk more about it on the phone at some point, but
yeah,
as we still try to figure this out. But to all of our 2 people who watch us live, and to all the people who apparently watch us on the rewind, probably because YHS is on and no one wants to watch us when YHS is on, but to all the many people who watch us on the replay or whatever they call that, thank you for watching the show. If you ever have comments or questions, please shoot them right at Make Mine Marvel Legends, and I'll share them with Kadri to send you a terrible message. So for all of you who are watching and who do enjoy the show and stick by us, our friends, and well, I think it's only our friends who watch us. My name is Jeff and Baltzar, and to anyone else, Danny, if you're out there, I didn't see it pop up, but to whoever, I know Dave also, one of our I think next time we'll have to make them a 5-timer. Him
right.
and Baltazar, we'll have to get them jackets. But yeah, to all of you out there, hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Hope you enjoy all the stuff that's leaking out from the toy companies after about the last 5 weeks being kind of slow. You know, January, February, March are always a little bit slow toy-wise because of inventories and all that. But hope you enjoy all the new stuff we're going to see coming in Toy Fair. And hopefully you'll come back to watch us talk about it. We're hoping to go on Tuesday together. Might have to be Kadri by himself. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to do it from my remote island of New York. But, you know, we'll see. But anyway, thank you again. And until next time, make mine Marvel Legends. And don't forget to check out tomorrow's New Comic Book Wednesday. Please like, share, follow, blah, 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 all that stuff. Until next time, folks, have a wonderful day and enjoy Toy Fair. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Later.